Hi everyone. So, like the great Thomas Edison said, I never did, oh my goodness, what did he say?
I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun.
I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun. So, because the last videos weren't so fun for me, it was actually quite difficult. I decided to take another approach, which is actually tell you about my whole story. And while I go along, none of the videos will have a rhyme or reason, but hopefully they'll be interesting. And it'll be about how a startup starts in Italy. A food startup starts in Italy. So, basically, Sostanzafood is in Ornavasso, Italy, Italia, and it's on Lago Maggiore in the north of Piemonte, and it is in the Italian Alps. Basically, I was born in Cervinia, did sports my whole life until I was 21, well, sports until I was 21, ski raced, actually, and then at 24, I decided that that was not the path I wanted, and I took off for Hawaii, where I was fortunate to get a really great job in the deli, in Kalapawai Market, actually, on Kailua Beach. And thanks to that, I learned how to start manipulating food. Then from there, my whole cooking career took off. So I would work in the wintertime, in the afternoons, in really good hotels in the pastry section after ski instructing. And then in the summertime, I would go to huts and start cooking in the huts. Off seasons, I would go and learn from great Michelin restaurants in the northern Italy, from great chefs that taught me so much. Then I ended up on the sea, on the Italian coast one summer, and the final straw was in Saint-Tropez, actually. And when I was in Saint-Tropez, I just realized that was not my path, which was restaurants. So I ended up going back to my mountains, rushing back to my mountains, and I got a job up at the Capanna Margherita. Capanna Margherita is the tallest hut in Europe. So it's up at 4,554 meters. It's quite high. And basically up there you have a lot of difficulties, which is water, the staff gets tired, waste when bad weather rolls in, food gets helicoptered up, so it's super expensive. And I took all that I learned from the Michelin restaurants, from the really good restaurants that I was fortunate to work in, and I brought it back to the mountains. And I started creating a line of foods off season and send it up frozen to the huts. And it actually worked quite well. The first 2 years was horrible. We had huge amounts of bacteria. And then the second 2 years went really, really well. And then the last 2 years, I opened up my own lab. So the last 2 summers, I've been doing it on my own. And basically, what I do is I pre-cook foods, I conserve them, and then I ship them. I freeze them and I ship them off. But the best part in all of this is actually letting you guys know how difficult a startup is and how extremely gratifying it is when you succeed in the little goals you set yourself. I have lots of fun and I cry a lot, like all the time. And I think that the most important thing right now is just kind of pulling you guys into my story, and hopefully I will be able to let you guys know how much you can believe in yourself, even if you don't have that huge success. But the little successes make him really big. So I don't know if that made sense, but I'm just gonna stick to it. So follow along. I don't know how many times a week I'll be able to post. I don't know what I'll be talking about, but I think it'll be way funner if I just, explain to you guys bit by bit various things. So voila, ciao from Italy, and that's all. Ciao everybody. Ah.